Okay guys, while we all await Arrma producing a Traxxas 8S X Max killer, they have been very busy, and today we see the release of the new 2019 Arrma 6S BLX range. Now, these simply aren't rebodied cars, they're not minor changes on here, or not to my mind anyway. They're quite fundamental changes to the operation and maintenance of the cars, which all look to be for the better. Anyway, there are quite a few commonality ones through the range, so I'm going to try and get through them at quite some speed, as I like to cover all 5 of the models in this range. Anyway guys, if you do like this stuff, you want to see more of these cars, as I've got one 6S Arrma already, I've owned 8 in the past, and looking at this, I am definitely be going shopping as soon as I can this weekend. Anyway, if you like this stuff, don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, let's get to it. The first thing being, as you notice on here, the Arrma Typhon now 70 miles an hour. So let's click on that. Was the revised body scheme on here in this grey and red, which is now going to disappear on me. More to the point, this is the thing that I think a lot of people will like. A slip and slide sliding motor mount for easy meshing and quick removal. Looks like they brought this in across the 6S range. As you'll see in a minute, quite a few of the other vehicles have been fit, if not all of them, have been fitted with this as well. And if you also look at that diff cover, you'll notice that's going to be a lot easier to remove. That's because the two of the screws that were held under here were notoriously put in with red Loctite, meaning that they were nigh impossible to undo, making gear changes, which should have been quite simple, very, very hard. This new setup should mean you're going to be able to do it without needing to undo anything from the bottom of the chassis, which has to be great news. If anybody's got an 6S Arrma and gone through that, they'll know exactly what I mean. So on the Typhon, we've got that, and plus it comes with the optional pinion now for going 70 miles an hour plus on there. Now I'll scan on through to the Talion next, which yours truly had just bought a Talion. And here we have got the main thing on the Talion is the slip and slide motor mount on there. Scanning through, I'll leave you to do this at your leisure on here. You've also got the easy maintenance 5-bolt centre differential on there, which I think again is new across the range, which is going to mean you're going to be able to change that spur gear much easier than on the old ones. But as I said, if you've got problems with the screws underneath, it used to be a real pain to get them through. I've damaged at least 2 chassis trying to release the said bolts in question on there. The other changes, now brace yourself boys, internal body support for any upside down action. So instead of, but at the minute there is no roll bar on the Arrma Talion as such at all, so the shell will get crusty if you land really heavily on there, or you might even damage the rear wing as I did. You've now got a new internal body support on there. The other thing, brace yourself boys, you can see it there, is they followed what people have done in the aftermarket, and it's now got a brace running from shop tower to shop tower. That has to be good news all round, and I'm thinking as we go on through the range we're going to see other cars that have also made that change to. New strengthened rear wing mount to take the hits. The first time I went out, I managed to snap the rear wing mount off and fitted an RPM one on there, so that is a definite plus to the Talion on there. Okay, we've also got the new Spectrum radio, STX2 radio on here. I'll need to look at that in more detail. Titan True, new servo saver on the Talion as well for maximum protection. Captivated ball ends that never pop off. Updated hubs and elbow nut rings on the Talion. IC5 connectors with EC5 compatibility. I don't know too much about these, but they are appearing and beginning to appear on quite a few cars. And the slammed arrow, which we all know and love. Anyway, onto the Notorious. As you will see straight away, the Notorious also has that brace running from shop tower to shop tower, and it looks to have a much improved design. That's also got the rollover protection on there. It's a slight variant on here on the rollover setup on it in a body support with bolted roll cage brace. So they've got the one that I just showed you on the Talion with a little additional brace on the top on here. Again on the older version of the Notorious or the Outcast, this area was traditionally a weak point. I'd certainly broken at least one of the pins in my old Outcast for anyone that's got one and done the same. And a lot of the points, like the captivating and nuts on them things and the radio, are the same across the range. Is that a change to the range, guys? The wheelie bar there for only 90-degree wheelies will do. Unfortunately, I don't have my Outcast anymore, so please do comment away on that one, guys. Okay, and lastly guys, the Arrma Kraton 2019 changes. So what have you got on here? I'm not sure if people call it Kraton, not too sure on that. We've got the slip and slide gear mesh, which I thought we would have to on there, so that is common across the range. The changes I highlighted on the Outcast and Notorious are pretty much the same, so I'm not going to cover both of those because that would just be double up on things. Brace for impact, so the Arrma Kraton also gets that chassis brace on there. I'm guessing that's the same rollover protection on here that it has as standard. Fresh and fierce, new body look on there, so it may just be the brace, but we'll leave you to look through these in your own time, guys. Radio's the same across the range now, and this has also got some common parts on here. Titan True new servo saver on here, so we're guessing the same across the range there, guys. Anyway, guys, that concludes my quick overview of the new for 2019 Arrma 6S BLX range. Quite a few updates in there. There's definitely more than just like a new body shell on that thing. Those are quite the changes they've made to the gearing setup there, quite essential to my mind. That's going to make life a lot easier, particularly for guys, as I know a lot of you out there do, using them for speed runs on there. So some really good, really nice changes to see on there. Now, if only Arrma would bring out a Traxxas 8S X Max Killer, or is that on the way? We'll have to wait and see, boys and girls. Anyway, have your say in the comments section below the video. And if you like this stuff, guys, don't forget to subscribe. We hope you liked this video. If you did, please click on the circle image to subscribe. And if you hit subscribe, then don't forget to hit that little notifications bell next to it.